Hey, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater, coming to you with big news today. Proxy is here for the Helix Stadium and Stadium XL. Let's get started. Today, Line 6 announced the version 1.3 firmware update for the Helix Stadium and Helix Stadium XL. Now, this brings us 5 new amplifiers, some new features for Showcase, but a big one, of course, is Proxy, the new technology from Line 6 that allows the Stadium and the Stadium XL to capture amplifiers, amps and cabs that are mic'd up, overdrive pedals. So it allows you to take those captures, or clones, as Line 6 refers to them, and use them to process your guitar signal inside your presets and in your signal paths. Now, as I mentioned, there are 5 new amplifiers. There are 3 channels of Matchstick 30. So this is channel 1. Here's channel 2. And here's channel 3, which is the 2 channels jumped together. Now, of course, we have a variety of different adjustments we can do here. We can set the balance of the jump channels. We've got tone controls, of course, everything that you'd need. And in fact, if we scroll over, we've also got sag, we've got a master, we've got power supply ripple, and so on. So, as always, incredibly accurate models. And this is a new Agoura model, so it has all the dynamics and all the detail that we're finding in these new models from Line 6. I like this one a lot. If we take a closer look, you can see that, of course, it's a matchless type amplifier, and we can go from a medium gain to a cleaner sparkly tone. Push things all the way up. Bring it over here to edge of breakup. It's a great sounding amp, has a lot of great dynamics to it. Responds well to your volume control. The second new amplifier is the Mandarin Rocker 30. Let's jump to that. For this amp, we have 2 channels, of course, the heavy channel. And then we've also got channel 1 of the clean channel. Lots of control, of course. We've got our treble control here. Let's crank that up a little bit. Drop our mids. So we've got plenty of possibilities here as well. We've got sag, we've got ripple, and so on. So you really can dial this in. And this is going to be based on an orange amplifier, the Rocker 30. Very nice for those high gain sounds, but I really like the clean channel, actually. I think that it does a really nice job. Roll off a little more bass, bring our drive down a little bit, a little more treble. I mentioned that there are new Showcase features as well as new global features, so we can now recall presets and snapshots from within Showcase. We've got a lot more MIDI control over those types of selections and loading things, and so Showcase has become even more useful. But I know everybody is waiting to hear about Proxy, so let's dive in. So I've set up a preset here that has just a speaker cabinet and a little bit of reverb in it, and I'm going to capture my Amplified Nation bombshell overdrive for you so we can hear what this does. Now, to create a Proxy clone, go up here where it says new clone. You can see that on the screen there. You do have to be logged into your Line 6 account, and you do have to be connected to Wi-Fi, because what happens is the Stadium will collect what it calls the DNA of the source, the amplifier in this case. It collects all that DNA and then it uploads it to the Proxy cloud. All the processing is done there, and it comes back down here as a clone that you can use in your presets. So there's multiple steps here, but again, you have to be logged in and you have to be connected to Wi-Fi. Then we just hit new clone. Tell it what type of device we're going to be cloning. In this case, I'm cloning an amp. I've got a load box on my bombshell overdrive here. Now tell it next. They're giving us a warning that we need to have a load on there or not. It tells us how to connect things. So we send out of send 4 into the input of the amplifier, and then we come out of the load box back in to return 4. If this was a microphone, you'd come into the microphone input. If this was a pedal, we'd just connect straight into, again, that send and return loop there. Your instrument plugs into the Helix Stadium XL so that you can audition and compare the original to the capture later in the process. But I've got things hooked up here. It's dialed the way that I want it. Now we'll check the setup. We can set the level that's coming back. When we're happy, we go ahead and hit next, and now we name this. Now I'm going to name this Bombshell Overdrive. When I'm done with that, we will hit done. And now we can add notes as well. But one quick tip for you here, you currently can't go back and edit the notes. That'll be coming in a later update. So for now, be sure that you get everything you want in there before you hit clone. Now once you hit clone, it's going to start collecting the device DNA. Once the DNA has been uploaded, then Proxy Cloud will start processing that information to create the clone. By the way, if you're running the app at the same time as you're doing your cloning, you'll see on the screen that it actually locks out access. So the app is also keeping track of what's happening here inside the stadium itself. When the Proxy Cloud has finished processing the DNA from your device, it'll download back into your Stadium or Stadium XL. And now at this point, you can very easily compare between the original and the clone that was captured. So here's our original. And here's our clone. To my ears, it's indistinguishable. At this point, you can choose to discard the clone. If you don't like what it did, you can go back and do it again, or hit save. And at this point, it's going to be in the file browser under amp and clone. So let's take a look at that. We'll click OK. So here's a preset that I've created. Again, it just has a speaker cabinet, a little bit of reverb. Let's go ahead and load up that clone that we just made. So if we go to amp, now you'll see down at the bottom here, we've got clone. It's going to jump down to amp clone, and now we can choose whatever clones we've got in our stadium. So I've got the Bombshell Overdrive here selected, hit home, and there's my amp. You can see we have control over pre-gain, low cut, lows, mids, highs, high cut, and post gain. So you still can shape this, but this is our clone being used into the same cabinets that we were monitoring through, and a little bit of verb. Now, I found these clones to be very accurate. I mean, they're just indistinguishable to my ears, and I found them to be really dynamic and touch responsive. One note, clones take about the same DSP power as an Agoura amplifier, so as you're setting out your presets, you can keep that DSP usage in mind. Just for fun, I've set up Snapshot 1 here to load up the clone amplifier, and Snapshot 2 is loading up the original amplifier so we can go back and forth within our preset. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at the new proxy cloning technology for the Helix Stadium and Stadium XL. Ever since these were introduced, we've all been waiting for this capture technology, and now it's here. It's a lot of fun, sounds fantastic. Be sure to check it out. If you want more information on the Helix Stadium, the Helix Stadium XL, any of Line 6's products, head over to sweetwater.com or contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. Thanks for checking this out with me today. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater.